Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com. And one more time, I'm here with my friend Victoria.
Hi!
From England. And I'm from America, so today we have a new topic, 5 verbs that are different in England and America. And these aren't the most used everyday common verbs in the whole world. It's just verbs that I noticed over the last week that were used, and I don't necessarily use them frequently.
Yep.
So let's get started. Number 1 verb is...
Cycle.
So what is a good sentence that you would use the word cycle in?
I guess I would say I cycle to work or I cycle to school.
Which means to me, I bike to work. Like, I ride my bike to work.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about biking in England, we have another video where Victoria talks about her awesome job where she teaches kids about riding bikes, and you can click on the link and watch that awesome video about Victoria's life.
Do it, click.
And so you would say I cycle to work.
I cycle to work.
And I would say I bike to work.
Yeah.
But bicycle is a similar word, so it's not too hard to understand.
Yeah, you can pretty much get the gist. Like, you wouldn't say it, but you'd still understand me if I said I cycle to work.
Oh, of course, yeah. It just sounds very British. All right, number 2 is...
Nicked.
Nicked.
What do you think that means?
Nicked. Well, if I heard nicked, I would think, oh, I nicked my car, meaning I have a scratch on my car.
We can say that as well, actually. Like, that does mean that. Like, there's a nick in my brand new ceramic something.
Like a scratched it, like there's a problem.
Like, there's something, something like a tiny little nick out of it.
But there's another meaning in England that I would not use.
Yeah, and it means to steal. So, someone nicked my bike. Someone stole my bike. But the meaning is slightly different to steal. I mean, you can kind of use it interchangeably, but when you say nick, it is quite informal. So if you were going to the police with a statement, you wouldn't say, someone nicked my bike. It would be, somebody stole my bike.
So it's more professional to say stole, or more formal.
It's more formal to say stole. But also, it means... it's kind of less significant. I mean, you can still say it for serious things, like, someone stole my bike, somebody nicked my bike, somebody nicked my handbag. That's not insignificant, but you can use it in an insignificant way. So, I nicked the pizza out of the fridge, hope you don't mind. But if you said I stole the pizza, it sounds like... serious. Really bad.
I think I would say, I grabbed the pizza out of the fridge for lunch. I hope you don't mind because now you can't have it, I have it. Sure, so nicked is something that only young people say because it's informal, or could anybody say this?
I think anybody could say it.
Okay.
But because it's informal, by default, young people are probably more likely to say it.
Because they're more likely in informal situations.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's see. Number 3 is...
phone me.
Okay, this is a verb that would be used how?
So instead of saying, call me, maybe, we would say, phone me. Not necessarily maybe, but... so yeah, phone me, or you can even say, ring me. Which I know you don't use either.
No, I don't use ring me. I would just say, please call me when you are free.
Which we can say. We do say call me as well.
But you have quite a few other words that we would not use. So you could say, phone me, ring me.
Drop me a line.
Drop me a line. I would say that, but it's not in my personal vocabulary. But I think in America, people would not say that's typically British. But it is probably more likely to be said here, maybe, than in America. I don't know.
You'd probably say it in an email. Oh, drop me a line. Casually.
Okay. Sure.
Or you could say, give me a bell.
Give me a bell.
Literally, give me a bell. Well, it's obviously because when your phone rings, it sounds a little bit like a bell.
That's really poetic.
It is, isn't it? We are poetic.
Very nice. All right, let's move on to number 4.
Number 4 is to let.
Let. And the word let in and of itself usually just means allow. I let my dog go outside. I opened the door and the dog walked outside. I let the dog go outside. But this is a different kind of... it's the same spelling, but it's a different meaning for the word let.
Yeah. And this means to rent. So we still use the word to rent, and we even use the word to hire as well, but the word to let is used in the specific context of renting houses. So Vanessa noticed this because she saw lots of signs outside houses in London that said to let outside of them. And I've always thought this is quite funny because it looks a little bit like the word toilet, just missing
To
the
let
I.
toilet.
That's what I thought was funny anyway. So yeah, that's quite crucial though. If you're coming to the UK and you want to rent a house, you can say, yes, I'm renting, but when it comes to the official negotiations and who you need to contact, you don't go to a renting agent, you go to a letting agent.
So if you're typing on Google, letting agency in London or in some other city in the UK, that is how you'll find an agency. If you say another Americanism, then you won't necessarily find what you're looking for.
You'd just get lots of real estate places in the US.
Yeah, we would say just real estate. So in the US, we're more likely to say rent. And you said another one. Bonus word, number 5.5. 4.4 is hire. I would never say I'm going to hire a cab or hire a taxi. You mentioned that.
Oh, wouldn't you?
Hire is only for people. Like you can hire an employee, but I can't hire a car. And I've seen that around here.
Yeah, you can hire machinery, you can hire almost anything. Hire in the days when Blockbuster Video was still around and you could hire a video.
And I would just say rent. You can rent a video.
Yeah, you could rent as well.
And that's just the flat word we would use for almost all those situations. All right, final one. Number 5 is
top up.
Top up. Top up. What does that mean?
Well, we use this particularly in the context of phones. So if you have a pay-as-you-go phone, so not on a monthly direct debit contract thing.
So a lot of tourists might have this kind of plan, like me.
If you want to add credit or add money or funds or whatever you call it to your pot of money on your phone, on your SIM card, then we call it top up. Like, oh, I need to top up my phone. Where can I go to top up my phone?
I think that's been really important for me when my phone is losing credit. If I only have £1 left on my phone, I need to go to a store and tell them, can I top up my phone here?
Yeah.
But if I said, can I add credit to my phone, I think they would understand.
Probably would.
But
yeah, if you
it would be more accurate to say, can I top up my phone here? That would be the easiest way to be understood in England.
That's just the very typical phrase that is accepted. Phone top up. Phone top up here in the shop.
And I think, can you use the same word for your subway or tube card? I'm topping up my card. Would that be the same word?
Definitely. Okay. So if you have your Oyster card, which is what you use in London, and you go into the station, the first thing you'd look for is, where can I top up my Oyster card?
So that's a really important word for tourists, because you can top up your tube or subway card, and you can also top up your phone credit, which a lot of tourists have that kind of plan.
Yeah.
Oh, these have been very helpful words. Renting a house, getting credit on your phone, going to the subway. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
And I hope everyone out there learned something as well. If you know any other words and you'd like to add them, please do, and we can all learn something new.
All right.
Thanks so much. Talk to you later.